Good evening. Welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mir. We're on day 61 of 2025, and I'm continuing the story of the King of the Wind. As you might remember, Agba had taken off running after hearing the prophecy of Signor Achmet that the colt would die. He just didn't know what else to do. He couldn't contain himself, so he took off running. And he ran and ran. He ran past the two guards that saw who was to come in and who was to leave from the royal stables. And when they saw him coming, knowing that he was the head groom under Signor Achmet, they just waved him on and yelled out to him, "Run, run there, Agba." Off he ran into the market, through the market, past where people were selling all the things, vegetables and silks and pottery and utensils, past the entertainment section where there were fire eaters and jugglers, snake charmers. And on he ran. And as he did, a few of the merchants tried to grab hold of him, just because he was running so fast, but none could. He was just gone. He ran through the market area, out through the village, out of the village, out the other side, and began to run down the road into the countryside. As he was doing so, he ran into caravan of camels that were approaching the city laden with wares. As he ran into this caravan, he actually, for a moment, got caught up in his thoughts and ran right into a camel. And on top of this camel, the camel driver who was leading the caravan. Now, this man knew Agba. He knew Signor Achmet. And he sometimes was called upon to deliver camel skins, occasionally even camel's milk. And why camel's milk? Because Signor Achmet had learned through the years that when a mare dies and he would like to keep the foal alive, that camel's milk is actually more nutritious, more enriching, more body-building than mare's milk. And so on many occasions, he had used this milk to nourish a baby who'd lost his mother. Now, all this came back to Agba when he ran into that camel. The camel driver had his camel lay down on the ground, and he gets off and he's looking at Agba. Now, Agba has run quite a long ways, and he's completely out of it, like in another world. And as the driver gets down, Agba isn't even really looking at anything because sensations in his body have become so bizarre to him that he doesn't even really know where he is. And there, right before the camel driver, Agba collapses to the ground, fainting completely. And we'll stop the story there.